In the quiet suburb of Banu Extension, where dusty streets met modest concrete houses, lived Razia Begum. At 68, she was the picture of a typical widow grandmother: simple cotton shalwar kameez, graying hair tied in a loose bun, and a worn-out rocking chair on the veranda where she spent most of her day. Her son Ahmed, a mid-level bank manager, his wife Saima, and their two children lived with her in the family home she had built decades ago, with her late husband's savings. Saima, the daughter-in-law, was ambitious. She ran a small beauty parlor in the market and dreamed of bigger things: Instagram reels, brand deals, a bigger house in the city. To her, Razia was a relic: outdated, useless, always sitting, never contributing. That old woman just sits on her awad all day, Saima muttered often, loud enough for the neighbors to hear, but never directly to Razia's face. Razia heard everything. She always did. But she smiled politely, offered tea, and retreated to her chair. What Saima didn't know, what no one knew, was that Razia's sitting was not idleness. Hidden beneath the folds of her dupatta was an old smartphone, its screen cracked but functional. Every morning at 9 a.m. sharp, when the global markets opened, Razia logged into her secret brokerage account. She had started trading 25 years ago, after her husband's death left her with a small inheritance and a burning need to secure her son's future. No one taught her. She learned from library books, then online forums when internet arrived. She traded quietly: blue-chip stocks, commodities, occasionally risky options. Over the years, her portfolio grew from lakhs to crores. She never flaunted it. The house remained the same old two-story building. The furniture was decades old. Ahmed thought his salary paid the bills. Saima thought Razia was a burden. Ahmed loved his mother, but he was tired of Saima's complaints. "Ami, why don't you go out sometimes? Join a ladies' group?" he'd ask gently. Razia would just shake her head. "Beta, I'm fine here. This chair is my office." Saima rolled her eyes behind his back. Chapter 2. The video. It started innocently enough. One lazy Sunday afternoon, Saima filmed a reel for her Instagram. She was in the kitchen, applying a face mask, camera angled to show the house behind her. Razia sat on the veranda, as always, phone in hand, eyes on the screen. Saima laughed into the camera. "Guys, look at this. My sas ji. Bas bethi rehti hain pura din. No work, no cooking, nothing. Lazy auntie mode on full. Who else has a MIL like this? Comment below." She posted it with hashtags: hashtag family life, hashtag MIL drama, hashtag Desi housewife, hashtag lazy auntie within hours. Likes poured in. Comments: "Haha, same here. Send her to old age home already. Poor you, Bahuji." Saima basked in the attention. She even replied to some, "Exactly. She just sits on her A all day. No help at all." Razia saw the notification pop up on her phone. She didn't follow Saima's account, but Ahmed had shown her once how to check family posts. She opened it, watched the video twice. Her face remained calm. She closed the app, opened her trading platform, and placed a sell order on a volatile tech stock she'd been holding. That night, Saima showed Ahmed the video. "Dekho kitne likes aa rahe hain. Log relate kar rahe hain." Ahmed frowned. "Saima, this is Ami. Delete it." "Are mazak hai, she won't even see it." But Razia had seen, and she had decided. Chapter 3. The Warning Signs. The next few weeks were subtle. Razia started going out more, claiming doctor visits or old friends. She'd return late, tired, but her eyes were sharp. Saima noticed but dismissed it. Finally doing something good for her. Ahmed noticed the change too. "Ami, you look happier." "I am, Beta, just handling some old business." Saima's parlor was doing well, but she wanted expansion. She asked Ahmed for money to open a branch in the city. "We need investment, John. Your salary isn't enough." Ahmed hesitated. "We have savings, but let's talk to Ami. The house is in her name." Saima laughed. "That old house? It's falling apart. She'll never agree. She just sits there dreaming." Razia overheard. She smiled to herself. One evening, the markets were volatile. A major crash was looming, rumors of global recession. Razia watched the charts like a hawk. She had positioned her portfolio defensively months ago, shorting overvalued stocks. As the indices plunged, her gains skyrocketed. By close, her net worth crossed 82 crores. She didn't celebrate. She simply transferred a portion to a charity trust she had set up anonymously years ago, an orphanage in Banu for girls' education. Chapter 4. The Decision. Razia called her lawyer, an old college friend's son. Everything is ready? Yes, Auntie, the power of attorney, the sale deeds, the trust documents. You sure? I've never been surer. She met Ahmed alone one morning when Saima was at the parlor. Beta, I need to tell you something. Ahmed sat down, worried. Kaya hua, Ami? She handed him a folder. Inside were bank statements, property papers, investment records. Ahmed's eyes widened. This is crores? How? I traded Beta, quietly, for years. I wanted to secure your future, but I never wanted the show-off life. This house, this simplicity. It was my choice. Ahmed was stunned. Tears filled his eyes. Ami, why didn't you tell us? Because I wanted you to love me for me, not for money. But now, things have changed. She explained the video, the humiliation. Ahmed's face darkened. I'll talk to Saima. No, Razia said firmly. This is between me and her. I've decided to leave. Chapter 5. The Execution. Razia acted fast. She sold the family home, quietly, through a broker. The buyer was a developer who paid in full, cash heavy. She transferred the money to the trust, keeping enough for her needs. She booked a one-way ticket to Toronto, Canada. Her old trading mentor, now retired there, had invited her years ago. She had a small apartment ready, and her portfolio was diversified globally. The day before leaving, she called a family meeting. Saima came home excited. Ahmed, I got a brand deal, 50,000 for one reel. Ahmed was silent. Razia sat in her rocking chair. Saima, Betty, sit. Saima sat smirking. Razia spoke calmly. I saw your video, the one where you said I just sit on my awa all day. Saima's smile faded. Arianti, Mazak tha. Mazak. Razia opened her phone, showed the bank app. Balance, 82.47 crore. Saima laughed nervously. Ye kya joke hai? No joke. This is what I do while sitting. I trade. I built this. And yesterday, I sold the house. Ahmed nodded. It's true, Saima. The house is gone. Sold. Money is in a trust for orphans. Saima's face went pale. What? You can't. This is our home. It was my home, Razia said softly. Now the bank will send notice. The mortgage I took last month, it was against the property. You have 30 days to vacate. Saima screamed. You witch! You ruined us! Ahmed stood up. Saima, enough. You humiliated her. You called her lazy. She was protecting us all along. Razia stood for the first time in years, looking tall. I'm leaving tomorrow, for Canada. I'll live quietly. You two, figure it out. She turned to Ahmed. Beta, I've transferred 5 crore to your account. For you and the kids, not for her. If she changes, maybe. But not now. Ahmed hugged her, crying. Ami, please don't go. I have to. I want peace. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. The next morning, Razia left before dawn. A taxi took her to the airport. No fanfare, just a small suitcase and her phone. Back home, the bank notice arrived. Saima stared at it, tears streaming. Her Instagram was flooded with questions. Where's the house tour reel? What happened to Lazy Auntie? She posted one last video, voice shaking. Guys, things changed. My Sas G, she was a billionaire, and now we have nothing. Comments exploded. Karma, plot twist of the year. Respect to Auntie. Ahmed filed for separation a month later. He took the kids, moved to a small rented flat with the money Razia gave. Saima? She struggled. Her parlor closed. She moved back with her parents, who weren't happy. Razia in Toronto sat by a window overlooking snow. She still traded, but slower now. She video called her grandchildren every week. Ahmed visited once a year.